My name is Mike Tomorrow. I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is, do we have a dependency on technology? As someone that's on the autism spectrum, that answer has to be yes. Because technology is all over the place. And there's not escaping it. There's no way of escaping technology that you have in this world. We have smartphones out there that can give you the internet. We have iPads, iPods, tablets that give you the internet. You can play games on it. You have the computer that gives you internet. You have TV that you can watch shows on, and so on and so forth. But are we really dependent on the technology that we use? The answer to that is yes, because like I said, it is out there and we use technology almost every single day. Just think about it. Playing a song on a CD, that's still considered technology because it brings you music. Driving a car is considered technology. You know? So basically, using technology is a fast way of getting someplace or learning about something or watching something real quick. You know? But using technology is a great thing, but it can ruin lives as well. Take a look at Facebook. Somebody posts about something bad about their job. Next thing you know, they don't have a job anymore. Or they post something like a picture that's inappropriate. Next thing you know, they're not qualified for a job. It's sad, but it feels like we are dependent on technology in this world. No matter how you put it and no matter how you feel. We are dependent on technology. Like I said, now with the phones, you take the phones everywhere you go, it seems like. Everybody seems like they have a cell phone in this world. You know? And now the teenagers want an iPhone or a smartphone. It's like, give me a break. They are too young for a smartphone. They just need a basic phone, but that's not the point. The point is, everyone has a phone these days because they need it for emergencies while driving or emergency while they're like at a friend's house. It's an emergency helpline or hotline, you know, just in case it's there for emergencies. And it seems like we all want a cell phone that has the best coverage, you know, and the best provider. You know, I'm not here to debate the providers, you know, but we are all too dependent on cell phones. Another thing that we're too dependent on, and this is for me in particular, and I know some of the other people are too, but tablets and iPads and iPods, I guess you can say, fits in this category. It seems like every time I go out, I bring the iPad with me. Whether it's to a Disney park or to a restaurant or to a campground, hotel. You know, it seems like we all want internet. We all want to bring our iPads with us. Yes, I bring my iPad with me. And I know it seems like, why can't we leave it at home? At the same time, though, I bring my iPad because it's the best way of taking pictures and the best way of using the internet. You know, like when I go to Disney as a guest, I bring my iPad with me because it takes better photos than I did with the phone. And then while I'm waiting online for like a few of the attractions, if I'm able to hook up to the Disney Wi-Fi, I could play games on it, check my Facebook, check my email. You know, it was better for me to have that than my phone at the time because my phone kept dying on me, and it seems like 2 hours after I charge it up, it dies on me. So, you know. But bringing the iPad was better because, like I said, you can have pictures and you can go on rides and way around, and, you know. You just have to put it away when it's time for you to go on a ride or attraction. So, but basically, too, I know there was a few people that have problems with me bringing my iPad to like a restaurant or something to eat or whatever. And I can understand for those people because I'm there to meet up with them and have a conversation with them and talk with them, but yet I have this iPad with me and it seems like I'm on it more than I'm talking to people. And, you know, I know it seems like it's rude and I'm sorry, but I don't know what is in me that brings my iPad with me, you know? Like, one of the things at campgrounds now I try to look for is Wi-Fi, because so I can play my games and check my email and check my Facebook, you know? And if I don't have it, it seems like I'm lost without it. I think we're too dependent on technology because of it, you know? Like, I know the campground we went to last weekend had Wi-Fi at it, but it was hard to get online. So it seems like I had to go up to Lake George Village in Lake George, New York, to use the internet wherever I can hook up. You know, like at one of the restaurants I ate, I was able to use the Wi-Fi there, and then some of the other places let you use Wi-Fi, and, you know, it's a pain, but, you know, we all try to get our Wi-Fi in and our Wi-Fi fix in, you know. It's hard to leave Wi-Fi, you know, because we need to connect with our friends and family. What if the only way of connecting through somebody is on Facebook? What if you don't have their cell phone number? What happens if you don't have their email address? You know, it's hard. And you want to meet up with them, and the only way you can is via Facebook to chat with them. You know, it's hard to do it, but we do it anyways. You know? I feel that we are too dependent because we post our pictures on there and we talk about our lives on Facebook and Twitter and whatever, you know? Technology has gotten the best of us. You know? Another example of when I try to go camping is I try to look for campgrounds that have good TV reception or campgrounds that have cable TV at them already. And this is because I like to watch TV while I go camping. But not all the time that we go camping should I be watching a television in the first place. Because you are there to go camping and to relax and have fun with friends and whatever. Not just to watch TV all the time and not just to use the iPad all the time for the internet. You know, and it's hard to put away the technology while we go camping. I know most people think when we go camping in tents. Most of our friends in our camping club go camping with a camper. Or if I'm camping by myself, I go camping in a car. My friend also goes camping in a car. You know? But I can make it fit in a car. I can fit in a car while I go camping, you know? It can be tough on those rainy days or rainy nights, but at the same time, you know? But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. You know? But technology has gotten the best of us. There's like not one place today that you go that you don't see a technology. Everyone brings their phones with them. It seems like everyone brings their camera with them. Everyone brings their iPads with them and tablets. You know? So, you know? We love having technology out there, but we seriously do need to have a break from them once in a while, too. To get out there, to get reconnected with nature, reconnected to the world. Think about the days of when you were growing up and you didn't have this technology. For me, it'd be like 20 years ago. Think about 20 years ago, even. There was no cell phones like we have them today. No smartphones. Internet was fairly new, so it was hard to get on the internet at first. Even to learn what it was, you know. We had computers, yes, but they were not hooked up to the internet like they are today. You know? Think about 20 years ago when there was no digital TV. You know? Think about 20 years ago when there was no tablets, no iPads, no iPhones. Think about those days. Just to get out there and relax, you know? Think about the technology that we had 20 years ago compared to today. And then even some people, think about the technology that we had 30 years ago. I know I was just 1 year old when 30 years ago happened. But think about the technology that was there 30 years ago. You only had a few channels on the TV, and most people had antennas on their roofs. So it was hard to get TVs those days too. Well, not that hard to get TV, but you know, it can be hard for people to get TV. You know? So think about what we have today compared to what we had 20 or 30 years ago. And I know that some people might not be thinking, what technology did we have 20 or 30 years ago? You remember the beta tapes? You remember the VHSs? They don't make those anymore. Do you remember the days of having CDs? Yes, there are days of we still have CDs. And yes, they still make CDs of music, but nowadays you can just go online and get the music offline. Do you remember the days that we had to turn on the TV for news? Or do you remember the days that we had to drive to the town meeting just to learn what was going on? You know? You know, it was real hard. Or do you remember the days that you had to call someone to let them know what was going on? Using a landline, by the way, not a cell phone, landline. So technology has been there for us, but there has been too much technology. I forgot to add one. Do you remember the days that we had to rely on maps? You know, to rely on maps to know where we're going. Now we have GPSs for cars, GPS for the phone, GPS for the iPad, GPS for anywhere. You know? It's like, give me a break. We have GPSs for everything. You know? So it's real hard to think about what we had today that we didn't have 20 or 30 years ago. You know, and we are too dependent on technology. Once we get hooked on something, we're hooked on it. It seems like there's no addiction to get away from it. You know, we are too dependent of technology, and we have to have technology in this world. And it's hard to believe that, but it is the true facts. You know, so think about what technology you use. Think about what technology you have. Think about the technology that you have now compared to when you were younger in life. You know? So. Alright, folks. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye for now. If you have any questions, just let me know. Just comment on the comments or just comment on my post on Facebook or Twitter and I'll answer them. So, talk to you. Bye.